plays games with Jay.
Alright, time to begin this investigation. So, everyone, we all know what we need to do, yes?
Yep, I mean, by the third murder, we should all be pretty used to dead bodies.
Not going to. No way going to ever get used to this. Trust me, you don't want to be used to this. No one should get used to this.
That's nice and all, but it seems pretty insincere coming from an assassin.
Let's start investigating. It's not like we have any other choice.
That's true.
But still, it's strange. This is a bizarre setup. 4 wax figures, effigies of the dead, hung upside down in the room, and in the middle, Angie's body in a pool of blood. It certainly appears to be some kind of ritual.
Alright, bro, I'm counting on you as my sidekick. Let's end this nightmare together.
Yeah, but are you feeling okay, Kaito?
We seriously don't have time to be talking about this. No way we're gonna die here. I'm definitely gonna find the culprit.
The culprit, is it really someone among us that killed Angie? I get how you feel, Sumigi, but do you have to repeat that tired old line every time? No, that's not it. I mean, could this have been the work of the transfer student?
Huh?
Angie prepared the ritual in this room to resurrect the dead, right? And she made those wax dolls hanging upside down as part of the ritual. Maybe the ritual succeeded and the resurrected person killed her. Yeah!
What? Shut up already.
It's her fault. Telling scary stories out of nowhere like that. Saying messed up stuff like that.
Kaito, shut the fuck up.
I'm on the Guardians of the Galaxy ride.
That's a throwback to
It Takes Two.
It Takes Two. Sure. Sorry, Shuichi. I need to get some fresh air. I'll leave this to you and Maki. Do a good job, you guys.
Kaito left, still a bit wobbly. Do a good job. That coward has a lot of nerve bossing us around.
Maybe that wasn't the best way to phrase it, but he just wants to encourage.
You've clearly settled right into your role as psychic role. I don't need him to give me orders. With so few people left, I can't afford to sit out anymore. So, where should we start? We should check the Monokuma file, right?
Yes, let's take a look.
The victim is Angie Yonaga, the ultimate artist. 5'1"? You're small. Oh my god, sorry.
And dead.
The body was found in the ultimate artist lab. The time of death is approximately 2 in the morning. The cause of death is a stab wound to the back of the neck. Ooh! That sounds painful. The forehead also has a laceration. Okay. The Monokuma file included the time of death this time.
2 a.m. Everyone must have been asleep. We probably can't rely on witness testimonies. So the murder happened at nighttime after all. If everyone had followed the student council's rules like Angie and Atua said.
What good will saying that do? The culprit may be one of the student council, yes?
Or the COSL.
COSL. A member of the student COSL? That's...
Although this game's been... I don't think that's the first typo I've seen so far.
Oh, did it literally say COSL?
Yeah.
I'm like just... my brain's just filling in the blank. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty subtle. We should go and figure that out. Let's start investigating and solve this mystery together.
There was another grammar, though, earlier.
Oh, yeah.
When I was editing it. I forget which one, but there was, yeah.
I mean, 2 had like one every 5 sentences.
Yeah.
I can't...
Himiko?
I can't do it. I can't investigate Angie's body.
But if we don't make it through the class trial, then everyone will die.
I don't care anymore.
What?
Surviving and everything else is too much of a pain. Then why don't we just use your magic to revive Angie?
This is no time for your mean-spirited taunts. Reviving her is clearly impossible. We cannot say that with certainty, no? Excuse me? Well, of course resurrecting her is impossible, but I know a way we can speak with Angie. We can summon her with spirit with a seance called the Caged Child.
Seance?
Seance? What are you talking about? Cut it out already. Yeah, this is no time for jokes. Oh, I'm serious. This is for our investigation.
For our investigation?
If we speak with Angie, we can ask her who the culprit is and bring this case to a swift close.
First a resurrection ritual and now a seance? Are you messing with us?
I would appreciate if you didn't compare it to the Monokuma's foolishness. Seances are genuine occurrences. They are written of in literature the world over. In fact, I myself have participated in seances a great many times. Many times? On top of that, we have here a rare chance to perform the legendary seance, The Caged Child. It would be foolish to not take advantage of this, yes?
No matter how you put it, now's not the time for something.
Oh, I suspect the only way to confirm your earlier theory is by performing the seance, yes?
My earlier theory?
The possibility of the culprit being the resurrected transfer student. It is not wise to go into the class trial with such outlandish theories in one's head. So, to prove such a thing impossible, I think it best we consult Angie herself. That logic is peculiar, to say the least.
Holding a seance to find out about the ritual, so we're gonna fight the occult with the occult. Well, we can't worry about this forever, so we might as well go with the easiest solution. Okay, I'll help out. I was getting bored of investigating anyway.
Huh?
I'll help too.
Huh? You too, Himiko?
If I can talk to Angie one more time, I'll do anything. A seance or whatever it takes, I'll do it.
I'll help out as well. I can't leave Himiko alone.
Do whatever you want.
Okay, I will. So now we have 4 participants: Kokichi, Himiko, Tenko, and myself. However, the caged child requires 5 people. We're still 1 short.
Fine, the key boy can come too. I guess we can't be picky.
Why am I being forced to participate and being treated like a burden? So then, we needed a place to perform the seance. Where shall we do it?
How about your lab?
No. In order for the caged child to succeed, the room must be as dark as possible. My lab has windows, so turning the lights off won't make it quite dark enough.
Then, how about the empty rooms?
Empty rooms? The ones on the 4th floor?
There aren't any windows there, so if we blow out the candles, it should be pitch dark. Sure, I'm fine with that.
I agree with Himiko. However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use?
The middle room. The middle room's always best for stuff like this.
Very well. I shall begin the preparations at once. I shall have you 4 help as well. Let us carry all the necessary equipment from my lab.
Are you really going to do this?
This is for our investigation. I said as much, did I not? We need to use all our efforts to discover the culprit, lest our lives be lost. Ghost time. Ghost time.
Ghost time. Ghost time.
Kyo, Kokichi, and Kibo, Tenko, and Himiko all left the scene. Are they serious about this stupid seance?
Perhaps that's just part of the investigation in their eyes. We should go with it.
Shuichi's like, shit, I want to be the 5th person.
Damn, that sounds fun. In any case, I should focus on what I can do. What the ultimate detective can do.
Gonta just runs over. Oh, Ryoma, Rantaro, Kaede, Kirumi, you're fine. Why are you upside down?
Oh, silly Kyo doing fun games with ropes.
Let's see. Oh, first the body. Angie's body. She's lying face down in the middle of the room. Are you going to take a closer look?
Yes, I was planning to.
Then let's hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste any time here.
Maki didn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked over to the body. She has no problem with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin.
She just fucking kicks Angie's body over. There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of the neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead. The killing blow was a single stab to the back of the neck. A sneak attack, most likely.
Now, what do you make of the wound on her forehead?
Maybe the culprit hit her in the head before stabbing her from behind.
But her 2 wounds are substantially different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack?
I suppose that would be unnecessary.
Also, the wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding much. What is going on with these 2 wounds?
Huh?
What's wrong, Maki?
Move.
Maki pushed me aside and lifted Andy's body up by the shoulder.
What's this doing crumpled underneath her body? This is duct tape, right? What's duct tape doing here?
I don't know, but it must be related to the case. Look, there are hairs stuck to the tape. Long hairs. Angie's, right? Bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it. What could that mean? I'm surprised you spotted this, Maki. It was hidden under her body.
It was partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did.
Well, that's true.
Well, even so, I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies. So don't beat yourself up over it.
Well, then, it's a good thing you're used to corpses, Maki.
Huh? Do you want to die?
Sorry, joking. I couldn't resist.
You don't need to apologize. I was joking too.
Ha 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 ha! That didn't sound like a joke.
Oh, wait. So that's Angie's body. Pool of blood. A small pool of blood has emanated from Angie's torso. This can't be from her forehead. This blood is from the back of her neck. This blood is dry. It must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed. Maybe more.
That fits the 2 a.m. time of death listed in the Monokuma file. Angie's body appears to be exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There were several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions yet. If we think about all the evidence in combination, that might tell us something. Let's continue the investigation for now. Maki, what's wrong?
It's not that important, but the only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene.
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Who knows? You're certainly more reliable than Kaito, at least. That guy's useless.
Anyway, let's continue.
Is your Kaito somewhere in the back? I'm like, I'm not an idiot. This book.
Oh, there's a ritual! Woohoo! This was the motive, the Necronomicon.
Angie tried to perform the ritual written in this book, right?
Yes, if we look at this book, we should learn the steps of the ritual she was trying to perform. Oh, so bored! Let's take a look.
Why is this boring to you, Shuichi?
Sorry.
Someone died.
Because I'm not a detective, I'm used to this. The Necronomicon Resurrection Ritual.
Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the names of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait. After a while, you should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely.
So these are the steps for the resurrection ritual.
Angie really believed in this crap? It's pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this.
Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true. But in this place, I don't think we can rule anything out.
Okay. The 4 effigies hung upside down makes the scene particularly eerie. The ropes are dangling from the exposed beams of the ceiling.
If I remember correctly, Angie made all of these wax figures.
Is this rope from the warehouse?
I believe so, and that means they won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gone and gotten these ropes.
Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of the manhole.
The warehouse does contain plenty of things that can be used for murder. Anyway, I know that these effigies are just wax, but it still creeps me out.
The effigies look exactly like real people. Not just their faces, but their bodies too. The ultimate artist certainly was talented. By the way, why is this effigy hanging upside down? Is this part of the ritual?
I'm not sure.
If it's not, then why is it like this? Who would have go out of their way to hang a wax effigy?
Right. If they're going to do this much work, there must be some reason for it. What could it be? Who would do this? The culprit? Angie? Or someone else entirely? Effigies hung upside down, upside down, upside down. Holy shit, is that a sword? A katana stabbed into Kaede's wax effigy. Who did this? And why?
Let me see. Maki nudged me aside, then gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy.
Wait, this is a crime scene. You can't...
You wanted to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out.
Yes, true, but we have to preserve the scene. Maki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana for a while.
It's a real katana, but there's gold leaf on it.
Yeah, I believe it's the one that was on display in the Ultimate Anthropologist lab.
Is that so? We can probably assume that this is the murder weapon, judging from the bloodstains on the tip. The edge is too rusty to cut well, but it would be enough to stab.
But why would they go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon?
Good question. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon.
Perhaps because Kyo's lab is on the same floor, they just grabbed something close by? They may have been in a hurry.
Or maybe they needed a long weapon like this.
A long weapon?
My lab doesn't contain swords or any weapons of this length.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't use swords for work. When I first started working, I botched the mission using a katana. I haven't used the sword since, which is fine, because they're a hassle to carry anyway.
I suppose everyone's lab is suited to them personally, just like Angie's was. But how do they know all this?
Anyway, the gold leaf on this katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hand now.
It must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off that easily.
Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I'll have to wash them later.
Maki scolded me, then stood in front of Kaede's effigy.
I'm going to put the katana back where we found it. If it's too hard to wash, look away.
Thank you. Maki does a battle cry. Ah! I averted my gaze and Maki stabbed the katana back into the wax effigy.
Kaide's be like, I'm dying all over again! Even so, why was a weapon stabbed into the wax effigy? A hanging wax effigy, no less. Was it part of the ritual? Or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon?
Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe off the blood. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide the murder weapon than this.
Then what's the reason for this?
I honestly have no idea.
We should investigate where this weapon came from. We might find a clue here or there.
The Ultimate Anthropologist lab? Yeah, let's do that. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from that room.
Okay, I guess I just gotta talk to everyone. Or does the... I guess I'll check the back door?
This door is the lab's back door.
This door has a sliding lock and it's still locked.
And because no one has used this door since we came in here, I believe Angie locked this door when she came in and it's been locked ever since.
Wait, what's this? Look, there's still something, there's something gold and shiny on the tab of the sliding lock.
Gold and shiny? Could it be? Maki, may I see it for a minute? I want to try moving the sliding lock.
You want to unlock it? Go ahead, do what you want.
I carefully touched the knob of the lock, avoiding the gold parts, and softly slid the lock open. Just as I suspected, this lock will slide without much effort. Whether you lock it or unlock it. This could be an important clue.
So basically it's just like a not a good lock? Is that what it's suggesting? I'm curious about this rear door too, but there's something else that bothers me. The lock on the front door that we used to enter this room. Shouldn't we investigate that front door too? I'm gonna take a closer look at it. Yeah, like is this suggesting that the back door is like not stable?
You'll see later.
Okay, so that's a yes. It's unlocked, but I think there is still I thought we're looking at the front door. I just want to confirm something. When we got to this lab, you were sure that the front door was locked. It was locked?
Yes, I'm positive.
You can tell I'm getting tired because I'm just like not looking at any punctuations or nothing.
I grabbed the knob and tried to turn it. Click, 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 click.
click.
It
Oh,
really
it
is
is
locked.
locked.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
The front entrance was locked until Kokichi picked the lock to open it. I'm gonna open it.
Yeah, I'm a little shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why the
Open
fuck
sesame.
people like me?
Oh, mine's coming out.
So he picked the cylinder lock open. Do you think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him?
It would have been impossible from the outside. The monocubs took the key.
Okay, there's one key. I'm more dumb. Chomp, chomp, chomp. I'm gonna eat the key. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay. So Kokichi is the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside, right?
Correct. Only Kokichi would have been able to open and close the door from outside. But someone inside could have opened and closed it as they pleased.
So the front door was locked from inside the room?
Not necessarily. I'm just thinking of possibilities. But in that case, the question becomes how the person who locked the doors got out. How the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors.
Yeah, Manji, come to me. Don't go to SungWon.
God damn it.
Hey, baby. You good? You like these scratches? Yes, you do. Still, it's strange that the front doors and back doors have different locks. The front door that we came in from has a cylinder lock. And the rear door over there has a sliding lock. But by the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked. In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery, right?
Locked, huh? Room, huh? Mystery, huh? Yes, the cylinder lock's key was taken by the monocubs. So both doors could only be locked from the inside.
But only if you rule out Kokichi's lockpicking, right? He could have picked the cylinder lock on the front door to go in and out of the lab. So he could have created this locked room mystery. It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie.
That's true.
Also, he appeared at an oddly inconvenient time when we tried to enter the lab ourselves. He's clearly suspicious.
It is suspicious, but that solution seems a little too convenient.
Oh, trust me, Maki, I would love to get rid of Kokichi, but I don't think he's the one. Okay, there's still more to investigate. What, do I just talk to everyone? A murder at nighttime is strange, impossible even.
Why do you think that?
Cause student council made rule that we know can be outside during nighttime. Everyone should have been asleep. No way a murder could have happened at nighttime. Do you really think everyone would go along with that rule? But it Atua's rule. Angie say he punish us if we not follow his rules.
But the student council wasn't included in that, correct? They could do whatever they wanted. Angie was also working here at night.
Huh? She was? No way. Student council would never break own rules. They should have been asleep in own rooms to set good example to others. Maybe Angie got attacked while she sleep in her room and get brought here? If so, Kota could have saved her. If only Kota saw. But Kota was sleeping. Sorry, Angie, Kota no could save you.
I find it hard to believe that no one went outside in spite of the student council rule. I'm not sure if it's okay to say this or not, but could Tenko be the culprit?
Huh? Tenko?
Oh, it's not like I have proof or anything, but earlier I heard Himiko say that Tenko was trying to betray the student council.
So you suspect Tenko?
Because as a member of the student council, she would have been allowed into this lab.
That's right. Angie did allow members of the student council to enter her lab.
Yeah, Angie had been shut away here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. She said she would only unlock the door if she heard a student council member's voice.
That would certainly point to Tenko. She did betray the student council after all.
It's not that I want to suspect Tenko, but Since only student council members would have been let in here.
So Angie only let in student council members. That would be Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Sumugi. Of that group, Tenko is certainly the most suspicious. I think we finished this room. Okay. Is this really the time to rest? I don't think we found enough clues yet. We don't know how much time we have left to investigate, so we need to hurry up.
Nah, you're right. First, we should investigate the ultimate anthropologist lab. We may find a clue related to the katana.
That's true. We need to check if the katana really did come from that place.
Is something wrong, Maki?
It just occurred to me. Why am I acting like your partner? Well, it's fine. Just don't get used to it.
It's not as if I asked you, but it's fine by me. It's true that Maki is a tremendous help to me.
Oh my goodness. I need to wake up.
Maybe some more investigating will
Inspire me to wake up.
inspire you. If I remember correctly, the gold leaf katana is from... It's just the sheath. Earlier, the katana was inside the sheath. Maki, the gold katana came from the sheath. I'm certain of it.
Doesn't that make Kyo look suspicious? This is his research lab after all.
Not necessarily. Anyone could have come in here and taken it from the sheath.
Fair enough. Anyone could have done the same with my lab too, but I don't have any sheaths in my lab, so it must be this one because...
Oh, sheesh. Oh? What are you guys doing here?
Looking at sheaths.
Oh, shit.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be helping with the seance?
You look so disgusted right now. Then again, I guess that is your signature look. Anyway, I forgot to bring something we need for the seance, so I came back to get it.
Something for the seance?
Yep, that white sheet over here. A sheet. Sheaths? First sheaths, now sheets. We brought the wooden dog statue in the cage already, but I guess we need that sheet too.
I don't get it. Why do you need a cage, a wooden dog statue, and a white sheet?
Hey, don't ask me. I don't know why we need that stuff either. Sheesh. That's why I figured I'd do a little research on the seance before I got the sheet. Study. So, let's see.
Kokishi took a look around and...
I heard it was like some old handmade book.
Doesn't mean shum. Old handmade book.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, is this it? Yep, it says Cage Dog Village right here on the cover, so this must be it. Let's see. What does it say about the Cage Child Seance?
Kokichi flipped through the old book he picked up.
Oh, is it this page? It's hard to read, but I can see the Cage Child is mentioned here. Yeah, Kyo's drawing the same magic circle as the one in this picture. Okay, let's see. In order to perform the Cage Child, you need 5 people, including the spirit medium, and a dark place with no light.
Just like Kyo said.
First, draw the magic circle passed down from the Cage Dog Village on the ground. In the center of the circle, the spirit medium must kneel, curl like a turtle, and rest their forehead on a stone on the ground. Afterward, the other 4 participants must put the iron cage over the spirit medium and cover it with a white sheet. And finally, the dog god must be placed on top of the cage. Also, it says we can't step on the magic circle during the preparations.
The dog god? Do you mean the wooden dog statue?
When preparations are complete, turn out all the lights to create complete darkness. The seance will begin when the 4 participants are each standing at a corner of the room. The 4 participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing the Cage Child song. After the song, ask, "Is the cage child?" Then say the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will reply in the voice of the summoned spirit, and that's all it says.
That sounds complicated.
Complicated plans have a better chance of working out in the end, wouldn't you say?
Whether it works or not, Kyo has been wanting to conduct a seance for a while. And so like rope stuff, right? And then ropes, and then maybe a ghost.
Ghosts and ropes.
Oh yeah, he said he memorized every word of it too. That's probably why he left the book here, because he can conduct the seance without it.
But is it even possible? Contacting Angie's ghost?
If you're so curious, why don't you join us, Shuichi?
Huh?
You should see how it plays out with your own eyes. There's still time, you know. The seance hasn't even started yet.
Maybe it's better if you join them.
You think so?
Well, I'm not going. I don't believe in seances. But whether you believe or not, as a detective, you should be there to observe what happens.
As a detective, huh? Yeah, I think you're right. Now you're talking. Well, I'll be waiting for you. Of the 3 empty rooms, we're in the middle one.
Kokichi spoke as though he was inviting me to go play and then left the room. I guess we'll go check out this seance next time.
Woohoo! Ghost time! Ghost time! Sorry, Munji.